Steps away from the Trump International Hotel, you could hear the cries of New York immigrants and allies.
We know that our immigrant communities in particular are going to be under attack, and we want just the message loud and clear that immigrants will be protected.
Protected from
So you've got to realize that the idea behind this rally, that these deportations may somehow be bad for immigrants no matter who they are or what their status in this country actually is, that's still how a majority of New Yorkers think. But this rally is based on a premise that stuff's going to happen, which can't. And the first point brought up is that immigrant communities are somehow under attack because Donald Trump won. But what immigrant communities are they talking about? Because in the last election, immigrant communities here voted redder than they ever have in recent memory. And
suspects marched in. On the upper right of the screen, the barbershop owner jumps in to intervene, trying to get the suspects out of his shop.
They believe the shooting was gang-related, and in particular, they say gang members from newly arrived migrants in New York. That's the latest from here from Corona Plaza.
so it was kind of hard to hear at the end there, but the people at the barbershop that was raided by gang members, they believe that those gang members were of Tren de Aragua, the Venezuelan gang that was started in a prison. And this incident took place in a part of town that this gang has been operating openly in, packing the sidewalks and streets of Queens with illegal businesses.
Yo, what's poppin', GE? Gang, it's your boy Foosh Nigga, man. We back with another reaction video. Check this out, man. I got a request to do a video, this time from one of our women subscribers, you feel me? She wanted me to react to the migrant workers that don't want to leave the country, undocumented, and you know, the sanctions and the Trump Tower protesting. So I said, you know, we're going to do it. It's a little bit something different, but it's all the same because when we do our homeless videos, a lot of you guys in the comment section are saying how migrants are coming over here, illegals, and we're giving them free stuff and free places to live, free cars, free groceries, like WIC, whatever they need, they got it. But people here in the United States are homeless and can't get no help. So that's why we're doing this video. We're going to tap in and see what's going on and see why she's at the video. Make sure you follow me on Fushnika_NT over Instagram. Send me a DM to whatever video you want me to react to. That way we make sure we put every video that you guys want to see on the channel come straight from you guys. Let's go ahead and tap into the video.
Trump has promised mass deportations, but fear is already spreading. The Immigration Coalition is ready to go to court. Together, we will fight the fascist president-elect and his racist deportation.
So, as sanctuary cities across America brace for the impact of Donald Trump's second term, they're secretly making plans to fight back. And although our progressive leaders here in New York are still in shock that Vice President Harris didn't win, President Trump has made it clear that since he won, there's going to be mass deportations and a crackdown on sanctuary cities. And now our leaders are plotting behind the scenes to stop him by doing exactly what he campaigned against.
Trump, hear us. We are here and not leaving.
Steps away from the Trump International Hotel, you could hear the cries of New York immigrants and allies.
We know that our immigrant communities in particular are going to be under attack.
We will begin the largest deportation operation in American history.
President-elect Donald Trump is doubling down on a key campaign pledge, but the American Immigration Council, a pro-immigrant advocacy group, says if Mr. Trump truly means to deport everyone, there are more than 13 million undocumented people in the United States.
Damn.
As fears of an even larger migrant crisis grow ahead of Inauguration Day, people who have waited in Mexico for months for legal entry to the United States, they're afraid it's now or never.
On the flip side, more Latino voters supported Trump in this year's election.
I am Latina. I am heartbroken to see so many people voting for Trump.
3 suspects marched in. On the upper right of the screen, the barbershop owner jumps in to intervene. While the recent police crackdown on Roosevelt Avenue sparked pushback from migrant advocates, the barbershop owner says he wants more police.
Woo! Hey, what do you guys think, man? I saw down in one of my comments from one of my previous videos, one of the subscribers said, how arrogant is it for an immigrant to come to our country illegally and demand everything that us Americans get from being born here? Like, we can never go do that to their country. And so I want you guys to get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about that. And my thinking is, with this deportation and the sanctions, everything they're talking about, I think it's going to be a lot harder because if you guys don't remember, was it a week or two ago, that I think he was a Spanish guy that set that lady on fire in the subway or something like that in New York. It kind of proves the point, especially, and I think he was here illegally. You know what I'm saying? Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about that, man. And that don't help their case for sure. I know that. Hey, shout out to Cash Jordan. Come on, man. Work with your boy. Shout out to Cash Jordan for the video. That's an original content creator. Make sure you go tap into his channel if you want to see more videos like this. I'm sure he has a bunch of them, so make sure you do that. Cash Jordan, the link will be in the description box below.
So Mayor Adams says he'll work with Trump. However, behind closed doors, plans are being made that are beyond his control. But what nobody's talking about is that when President Biden announced his recent border security initiatives, nobody here cared. But now that President Trump wants to go a few steps further, the same individuals that could have been upset about the last initiative are all up in arms about this one, proving that New York City's sanctuary status and continued asylum crisis aren't just powered by progressive thinking, they're also powered by hatred for President Trump, who wants to bring those things to an end. An ending everyone hoped would eventually happen after Vice President Harris won the election and, in their minds, saved America. And in the months leading up to the election, our leaders were high-fiving each other because recent asylum seeker arrivals had dropped to around 2,800 people per month as a result of President Biden's executive border actions. And yes, 2,800 people a month is still a lot, but it's much lower than the 16,000 a month who were coming here earlier this year thanks to the help of Texas. And this reduction in new arrivals led to the first reductions in asylees the city's caring for, 60,000 of whom still live in shelters, a number that could drop even lower if Donald Trump's deportations end up removing dangerous criminals and gang members from these locations where our officials know they're residing. And that brings us to the real reason why New York City is gearing up to fight President Trump's new immigration plans with everything it's got. This isn't just a sanctuary city. It's also a sanctuary city with soft on crime laws that typically releases dangerous criminals after they rob and assault others. Here, people who commit crime aren't viewed as crooks. Oh no, they're just victims of an unfair society, which is why our society refuses to lock them up. And even though President Trump's plans dictate priority arrests of the gang members and criminals and terror watch list suspects who've escaped into the country, those are the very people our leaders and activists end up defending when they say they're going to double down on sanctuary city policies in the name of protecting all immigrants, no matter who they are or what they may have done in the past. But as you're about to see, the idea that nobody should ever be deported, ever, for any reason, just puts the law-abiding immigrants and law-abiding asylum seekers in danger. So New York is America's largest sanctuary city, but it didn't get that way by accident. Years of elections have packed our city council and many elected positions throughout not just the city but also the state with enough left-leaning politicians to capsize just about anything. And this has led to laws that stop the NYPD from protecting immigrant communities from violence because there's this idea floating around that police and immigrants are somehow toxic to each other. And even though Trump did better than many Republicans ever thought possible in New York, there are still quite a few people here who didn't vote for him, wish that he had lost, and aren't exactly being quiet about it.
Steps away from the Trump International Hotel, you could hear the cries of New York immigrants and allies.
We know that our immigrant communities in particular are going to be under attack, and we want just the message loud and clear that immigrants will be protected.
Protected from
So you've got to realize that the idea behind this rally, that these deportations may somehow be bad for immigrants no matter who they are or what their status in this country actually is, that's still how a majority of New Yorkers think. But this rally is based on a premise that stuff's going to happen, which can't. And the first point brought up is that immigrant communities are somehow under attack because Donald Trump won. But what immigrant communities are they talking about? Because in the last election, immigrant communities here voted redder than they ever have in recent memory. And how can it be possible that the anti-immigrant candidate, if that's what Donald Trump really was, did better with immigrants than any Republican has in a long time? People...
I ain't gonna lie, boy, it don't help that every bodega in New York City got that reward, and it's an illegal immigrant or Spanish or whatever, you know what I'm saying, as the face, whether it's a woman or a man, as you just see throughout this video we've been doing for about, what, 6 minutes? So, get in the comment section, let me know, bro. This shit is crazy. I know one thing for sure. We could never go to another country, get away with murder, and get protected, or go to another country, get in trouble with all type of shit, and be let out of, you know what I'm saying, let out of prison or jail without nothing. But they're saying they can come here, and what's happening in New York, they're coming here, committing these crimes, and being let out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the only country that's so loose. And you, man, listen, you go anywhere else, man, they chopping their hand off. You go somewhere else, the cartel gonna find you. You out of here. Deep water under the sea type. Why are we so loose? And why is it a problem that we feel like if people come here, just get documented? Just like we would have to, we would go, like people that want to leave this country because Trump became president, right? Have to go be a legal resident of said country. You got to go through the steps. Drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about it.
Vote in their best interest, after all, and certainly immigrant communities wouldn't elect someone who they thought was going to remove them in mass from the country on his first day in office. That just doesn't make any sense. Also, it's worth mentioning that asylum seekers, they've now got the legal right to reside in this country as their asylum case plays out. So it can't possibly be them who Trump is after and is going to round up when they've got permission to be here. And Donald Trump's new border czar has given many interviews telling us exactly who he's going to prioritize, and they are specifically going to be looking for people who are criminals, people who are gang members, and folks who are on terror watch lists. Not families, not green card holders, not asylum seekers. Most of the people in New York don't have anything to worry about. On top of that, since this is a sanctuary city, the NYPD will not be involved at all in these deportation plans whatsoever. And as far as federal immigration agents, there are only 6,000 right now who are equipped to act as deportation. So the resources for a 1 million-man deportation army, those don't exist here in New York, and that makes one wonder. The immigrant communities the protesters say that Trump is coming for, are those communities of criminals? They very well might be, but you've got to remember that in New York, we don't see criminals as criminals. We see them as victims, and these are people who need to be defended and given second chances, which is why so many criminals that wind up in the back of police cars wind up walking free a few hours later. And you've got to remember, we've just been through a really tough election cycle, and many people can't drop the rhetoric and see each other as human beings. And you've still got people in New York and in this country who believe every single negative thing the television ever said about the president-elect. But what none of the protesters and activists who are trying to resist Donald Trump will tell you is that right now there are actual immigrant communities in this city who are under attack, and it's not from Donald Trump.
3 suspects marched in. On the upper right of the screen, the barbershop owner jumps in to intervene, trying to get the suspects out of his shop.
They believe the shooting was gang-related, and in particular, they say gang members from newly arrived migrants in New York. That's the latest from here from Corona Plaza.
So it was kind of hard to hear at the end there, but the people at the barbershop that was raided by gang members, they believe that those gang members were of Tren de Aragua, the Venezuelan gang that was started in a prison. And this incident took place in a part of town that this gang has been operating openly in, packing the sidewalks and streets of Queens with illegal businesses. A New York Post investigation reveals that much of what is being sold on these sidewalk markets are stolen goods from places like Home Depot and department stores like Macy's. And when you realize that this gang specialty is human exploitation, you've got to wonder if the people who are out on a sidewalk on a freezing cold morning prefer to be there, or if they wish they were somewhere else, but were told that this is what they better spend their time doing in service to a criminal organization. This whole thing looks even more suspect when you realize that the people who are selling things are being handed suitcases full of items to offload by men who are unloading a van. And to most people, gangs taking over barbershops, gangs stealing things from local businesses and forcing people to resell those things, that's what a real attack on an immigrant community looks like. It's happening right before our eyes in this very same city, but there aren't the same type of protests against it for some reason.
Trump, hear us. We are here and not leaving.
We're going to resist, right? And one key way that we're going to resist is we're going to demand that our city and our state step up for immigrant communities.
That means making sure they have access to legal services. On the flip side, more...
So if we look at this situation and we take everyone at their word, both the activists and the new border czar, a frightening reality starts to emerge, because these gang members, they're gonna be found and they're gonna be deported. And the activists are right. Some families may indeed get separated, but only if one family member happens to be on a terror watch list or a member of a dangerous criminal organization. And they're There very well may be raids at city-funded asylum shelters, but that's only because gang members happen to be living inside these places and everybody knows it. But once they get caught and arrested, the activists here are already...
Man, this is crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They going to the barber shops, fresh off the boat illegals, getting right to the same work they was getting away in their country. You know what I'm saying? When has it ever been a time where it was okay for people from another country to come over here, kill, rob, steal, sell shit on the corner like that out of suitcases that they clearly stealing from somewhere and taking from legal business owners? You know what I'm saying? Taken away from the American people. Man, listen, I'm for every and anybody as long as you here illegal, and that includes my black ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm here legally. If I wasn't, I would have to go through the same protocol, and I would expect to. And I wouldn't even want to watch over my shoulder knowing that I can come get raided and sent back to somewhere I didn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Listen, today is what? The January 5th? 15 more days before Trump is in office, and he's talking about doing what he's doing. We're going to see how it turns out, and we're going to see if the crime rate in New York City goes down, as far as like robbing the bodegas, the barber shops, selling on the street corner like a swap meet type. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to end the video here, man. Drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about these sanctions. Let me know what you think about the immigrants. Even though I already typed no, because when we do the whole videos, you guys already let it be known how you feel about our country giving illegal immigrants everything that the people that's born here in America can't even get their goddamn self. You feel me? But yeah, it's your boy Foosh Nigga, man. We're going to keep running it up, man. Keep sending me videos. Foosh_ENT. We're going to keep running it up. Shout out to the subscriber that sent me this one. Very, 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 very eye-opening. Like I said, 15 days until Trump is in office. We're going to see which way it go. And I guess go from there. Then I guess we're going to find new videos to do, new shit that come out, and we're going to follow it as it goes so we can stay in the know and we can stay out of areas that we ain't supposed to be in, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. We on GE Gang. Grind every day, going after new goals. Got to go through to get through it, man. Stay out the way. Stay safe. Stay prayed up for sure. Next giveaway, 15,000. Make sure you share the video so people can enter so we can give them some clothing. Make sure you go watch the live I put out. And you can see the quality of the stuff I put out. This shit cost me a bag. It cost me a bag. You know what I'm saying? The sweatsuits were going for $150. You know what I'm saying? I sold like 50 of them. You know what I'm saying? I got like 30 left, so sizes are limited, but I'm just giving it away. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we own that. But I appreciate it. I want to get back to the people that support me and support the channel, and that puts me in a position to do what I'm doing. And you know, we relatable. We all going through something. We get through it together. We motivate and inspire each other in the comment section for sure. That's why I like you guys in the comment section, because somebody can say something that sparks something in somebody else to see something in a way that they never saw it before. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that, man. It's your boy Foosh. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Let's give away 15,000. I can't say it enough. I want to give away some shit, man. Okay, the shit's already paid for. It's already paid for. My money's gone. I ain't asking for nothing in return. I'm mailing it out. I'm paying for everything, and I just want to support my people. So, I'm gonna catch you guys next video. It's your boy Foosh Nigga, man. Gone.